on the bottom.
There you go.
Keeps this 2-lander. Jake with the Hollowed Fountain to follow up.
Here's the abundance.
Llanowar Elf, and we saw a ley line of abundance.
Yeah, it's in testing, I was very unimpressed with Leyline of Abundance.
Yeah?
I haven't played much Standard to know where it's actually at in this format. I haven't seen a lot of it, but it doesn't mean it's not out there.
Right.
It just feels really bad and situational.
Yeah, I mean, if you get to ley line it, it seems pretty good. I've been told I've been told it's good to cast.
Okay.
I've never cast it and felt good.
Yeah, you want Leyline and the Llanowar Elf, and you want it to stick, and you want to have something to ramp into.
Yeah,
and that's a lot of things that have to go right in my book.
Yeah, that's like
the way I play Magic. I play knowing that they're always going to have whatever they need, and that I have to play around that.
They're always going to have a Tyrant Scorn.
They're always going to have the shock.
Right.
I just play around things until I can't play around them anymore, and then I just go for it. And then I'm pleasantly surprised that they don't have it.
There we go. Here's a small Teferi, not bouncing anything. I would have sent the Dome repacking. Cannot. Creatures, enchantments?
And artifacts.
And artifacts, okay.
No bouncing walkers.
No bouncing walkers, he says. I wouldn't know anything about that. Here's another Planeswalker on the board, really having a war here tonight. We're going to see what he wants to do.
I would be on the minus plan.
Hunting the most populous land in your deck? Or would you name something like...
you have to name non-lands.
Oh, you're not allowed to name a land?
Yeah, because you would play like 20 forests and just name forests, and it would just be a draw 5. I would minus, as he has done, to get back a spell. You want a land off the top, but you can't name a land.
You can't get a land?
You could get a land, but he doesn't have one in the yard.
Right.
So his options there were plus and name something, and then minus next turn and get a land that he mills.
Yeah.
Or simply minus and get back.
Here's a 2/3 flyer. Going to draw Jake a card. Going to get him a little life. He's going to touch everything one time before we move on to the next turn.
Just give it a little touch.
You're going to poke at that? Okay.
He's like, this guy.
This is a Magic the Gathering card. Look at this card.
That one.
That card right there.
Just attack it.
That's true, too. This is my not 4-drop minion, but I don't mind it.
You minus, right?
Temur is really good in this matchup. It's shutting off Jake's Thought Erasure.
Yeah. Not sure what Aaron's path to victory is. So I'm assuming he's got some sort of large creatures in his deck, like a Carnage Tyrant or something like very effective and hard to deal with.
He's got a Hydra in hand. When there's a battlefield, you can either double the counters or fight.
Okay. So let's see. We can get that guy up to 3. So he can fight the...
So he's definitely a ramp deck. And to that end, like, he needs to get the mana. The fact that he's on a Maul to 5, the deck doesn't mulligan well at all. You know, a lot of pieces.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Anytime I got Tamio and like 2 Planeswalkers on the board, I'm
named Krasis.
Named Krasis. Okay. I'm more than happy to be, you know, in the game. I would have cast the Hydra here. I want to get on the board. Okay, here it is. The Hydra. It's green, green, X. X is going to be 3. Oh, no, X is going to be 2, and he's going to fight. And then he's going to make the Domery organize the fight between... Okay, so he gets a bigger Hydra that way. That's smart.
Big ol' Hydra.
Found a nice, smart line that way. Good for him.
It still gets bounced by this
That's fine.
Teferi.
Let's fight it again.
What are you fighting?
Whatever Jake plays.
Okay.
I mean, Jake's going to play another creature eventually.
Maybe.
Maybe, he says.
Here's Teferi.
Here's the hero of Dominaria.
I would have probably tucked a Tamio here, or you could tuck it next turn. That's probably smarter.
What's the difference in turns here? So if he tucks it
Whoa,
this turn.
plussing?
All right. So yeah, that Hydra is going to get busy against this larger Teferi.
I don't know why we're not minusing on the Hydra.
Here we go. Here's the Hydroid Crassus. This is the card he really wanted to see. Got a lot of X spells in his deck. Very, very excited to see. All right.
Naming Nissa probably here. Oh. Naming Bioessence Hydra.
Nope, no, just go in the bin. Named Bioessence Hydra. Can we call this deck Hail Hydra?
No.
Okay.
So here's a Kiora. Up to 7. Probably going to untap a land. I know, I guess you can just plus Domery to get the mana. Cast this Llanowar Elf.
Yeah. Jake Teferi down. Jake didn't combo those well. So this Bioessence Hydra is going to get big if it hits the board.
Yeah.
He's got 3 Planeswalkers, so it's going to come down as a 4/4, and the Bioessence Hydra is going to get +1 counter for each loyalty on the Planeswalkers already, and then it gets an additional +1/+1 counter every time you increase a Planeswalker's loyalty. All right.
So we're setting up this fight again. Not super impressed with that.
Nope. Here's Semet. Man, this guy's got a little bit of everything in here. A little bit of... It's like you opened a box of War of the Spark and added land. Trimmed it down, added some land. I love it.
So I would minus the Tamio to get back a Nissa, cast the Nissa, untap a land, try to kill this Teferi. Worst case scenario, you just kill off his 1 creature. But the next turn, you're in such a good position to start chaining off huge creatures.
Yeah.
Oh, we're just getting back to Bastion.
Karn's Bastion, he's just going to get... He just wants his guys to be the biggest.
Yeah, well, Nissa lets you cast them to be bigger in the first place. I don't know. Don't know which line I prefer, but I would definitely run out the Bioessence Hydra here before I ran anything else.
Yeah, I agree with the Nissa line to pressure Teferi. Okay, so he's going to use that done. Okay, so he's making a boatload of mana. Hydroid Crassus is going to be the play here, I think.
So
Can't
this
be
is
countered.
for 6.
He's going to gain 3, draw 3, and then draw an additional 1 from Kiora. the Behemoth Beckoner.
Yeah, Jake not drawing great here. You got to bounce the Crisis.
Yep. And so now,
Got to kill the Tameo. And now his 2.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was just making
You have it?
the
Yeah,
Thought Erasers
He
are
has
now
2
online.
Thought Erasures that are now online.
Not yet.
Yeah, there we go.
That is going to happen.
All right, here's 3 mana. Replacements Malteferi, that's cool. And then
He's going to plus, and then he can cast these Thought Erasures on Aaron's draw step.
So
call this,
After you draw, but still in your draw step.
A pro game move.
yeah. All right. Aaron's just gonna flip it and lay it down. Check this out. Look at all these things I've got. I drew a bunch last turn. You only get 2 of them though.
Mountain,
Yeah, so Hydra Crisis should be number 1.
Mm-hmm.
salmon.
I like.
Samut.
I don't think you take Smut. I think Hydra Crisis, and you got to take the Fighting Hydra.
A little annoying, but
I would take Hydra Crisis and Samut. Samut gives your guys haste, and that's the one thing that Jake is going to have a hard time dealing with here.
Yeah.
JK, I didn't see anybody playing Scape Shift out there, but I didn't really get a chance to look. The round was over when we left last time.
Jake's giving it a good long think. He set Samut aside. I don't think Samut's going to be the choice.
He gets 2.
rot in my hand for a while.
Yeah, he's got to be thinking about the second one while he looks at the first one.
Sure.
Sure.
I think I don't mind it just because it makes this matchup better.
What are you thinking about?
It's pretty good, and it's probably my whole turn.
I'm thinking about taking this Hydra Crisis for the first one.
Okay.
Seeing what... oh no, he's taking the big Hydra.
Before I go to main phase.
Okay, so he takes the double encounters Hydra.
So we're surveilling to the top.
He's going to take this Hydra Crisis on the second one.
Still surveilling to the top.
All right. He's going to move the guy's cards around again. Perfect. Land down.
Make sure I don't tap this wrong. Green, colorless, green.
4. Here's Samuel Ut.
Submit. Hey, it was good, Dig Dug.
Blue, green,
Dig Dug, it's good.
down tick this.
It's a show. Dig Dug's here.
For the 4th mana, I'll take the Dominate for a red. Play a
Bioessence Hydra.
10, 15 plus 1 counters.
And it's going to have haste.
Yeah, that's why you got to take the Submit there.
I was like doing
Right.
the math. I'm like, I can.
And Jake's going to scoop him up. Going to save us some time.
Not a lot of time. It was quickly downhill from there.
Concur. Well, there you go. Aaron on a mull to 5. The power of the Planeswalker.
Yeah, Jake flooded out a little bit, but that does happen. That's why you got to play the games.
That's why we shuffle them up.
It is indeed.
So what Magic stories came across your desk this week that you are going to find discussion worthy?
Magic stories?
Well, any stories at all you want, really. I guess, you know, we have the microphone and they'll listen to anything we have to say.
So the thing I've been thinking about the most
I'm sure they'll love it.
with regards to Magic specifically is this Judge Academy.
Yeah, the Judge Academy is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, divisive if nothing else.
Well-
it's not great, is my initial impression
I
of it.
want to side out this matchup, but there are definitely cards I want to side out. Yeah, it's the hardest time to side out.
Here's the issue.
Tell me.
With a lot of the moves Wizards has made over the last couple years.
Live feed, you're like,
Um,
oh, I know all the cards.
No, technically no.
So this isn't necessarily a Wizards move
Play anyway, 'cause you thought of it.
per se. It is.
I really don't like the fairy.
It's
It really is.
it's
But
the way Wizards has chosen to handle a problem.
I don't
The
think
problem
so.
is that judges are employees.
They're not.
The- They're not volunteers.
I mean, they are.
They're compensated. There are more people that want to judge than get hired.
Yeah. Because none of them are getting hired because they're all just volunteering their time. So I don't think they are. We're talking about judges and the Judge Academy. So they're not employees. They're not. They're not there for compensation per se. They get compensation for volunteering, but that doesn't mean that they are employed by Wizards of the Coast.
Well, they're employed by tournament organizers.
You're right, it wasn't
I mean,
bonafide.
kind of.
What do you mean, kind of? What is your definition of employee? You damn capitalist?
They should be
You
employees.
capitalist pig?
I think the judges should be like, hey, we're not going to judge anymore unless you pay us at least minimum wage. Done. We'll go like 6 months without organized magic, and then we'll have judges again with payment. Judges need to unionize amongst themselves.
Okay.
They need to completely ignore this Judges Academy and its cash grab, trying to find a space where they're a for-profit company. What do we got here? Judges,
I love a judge.
high-level judges, I believe, are employees. So judges at the Pro Tour level sign a contract to get paid. So it's like
The head judge of the Grand Prix, I don't know how it is anymore, but when I was judging, head judges of Grand Prix received checks from Wizards of the Coast.
okay. All judges need to receive checks. If not from Wizards of the Coast, then from some other entity.
Yep.
And the Judge Academy is not going to do that.
Concur. So,
Yeah, Kiara technically adds a mana.
I think what the
here's what I think the issue is.
tell me what you think the issue is.
The issue is that Wizards has been like handing out these large contracts to one person, and it just feels really bad when Magic is a community game. So take the Grand Prix for example. One, I don't know who the top guy at Channel Fireball is, but like one of those guys made a boatload of money when Wizards said, "Okay, you're running all our Grand Prix."
I believe his name is Maximilian Fireball. Company's named after him.
Oh, interesting. That's interesting because I know the top guy is like Pete Hofling is like the owner of Star City.
Yeah,
How do I not know who the owner of Channel Fireball is?
I don't know.
Anyway, and they did the same thing with the judging. They're like, all right, we have to privatize this.
They didn't, though. It's not privatized. That's not what the Judge Academy is. If that's what you're talking about. So the Judge Academy will offer certification, but the certification doesn't mean anything yet.
It doesn't mean it. That doesn't mean anything.
You can still judge and not be certified by the Judge Academy. Yes, Robert, you should play Standard Escape Shift because the deck is sweet.
Yeah, the deck is a flash in the pan, but it's super fun to play.
It's not a flash in the pan,
Do you think it's going to win another big tournament?
if there are any.
Okay.
It's very good. It has positive matchups against everything but Simic Nexus. Which of these Hydras do you want to take? Spoilers, one draws cards.
What am I more concerned of? So this we get
Channel Fireball, according to Google search, is owned by some guy named John Sasso.
That's Will Sasso's brother.
Will Sasso spells it with 2 S's.
Yeah, he added the S when he got famous to not bring a lot of attention to his family.
Do you know I'm a huge Will Sasso fan? I follow him on Instagram.
Absolutely.
He's hilarious. One of my favorite Mad TV cast members.
I guess when you qualify it that much, you can have a lot of favorites. One of my favorite Mad TV cast characters from the 1998 run.
What's wrong with having a favorite Mad TV cast member?
Nothing, man.
You're such a butthead. All right. Hydra Grass is down.
Bioessence Hydra is still live.
Bioessence Hydra still live for action.
Yeah, I know they've been won the contract to run the new Grand Prix, but there shouldn't have been an auction for it in the first place.
All right. I think you got to play and fight this hero.
We don't have that card.
You just drew it. It's what's the green card?
Disagree. Robert wants to know if you should buy this shirt.
All right, everybody.
From Teespring.com.
Everybody, click on that shirt.
Penguins don't smoke weed.
All right, here we go. Should Robert buy this Teespring.com T-shirt?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think you'd look handsome in that shirt. I like the various inferences that shirt makes.
Stop it.
What are you talking about?
I was saying stop it.
So yeah, the Judge Academy thing is pretty not okay. Fight the hero. There you go.
And
you're drawing a card.
Fighting and drawing. He draws another Bioessence Hydra.
Well, this is kind of cool. These are going to be 7/7s when they come down.
They're going to be big.
You're going to get to draw some cards off them. Here's a 2/3 flyer. Jake's going to clean up the sleeve a little bit here.
Draws another hero.
He is not drawn particularly well in this match.
Yeah, we got some lands. So we know the Bioessence Hydras are in hand, so we can aggressively attack these Planeswalkers.
Yeah. Here we go. So he's going to choose to make this Bioessence Hydra smaller so that he can increase the power of the Incubation Druid. And I think you got to start attacking here, right?
I got to attack at some point. So that Cure has already drawn you a lot of cards. Oh, Tyrant Scorn's good here. So Cure down.
I wouldn't have been interested in the Incubation Druid becoming bigger.
I mean, your deck is all fatties.
Yeah, that's my thing. Is that like I would much rather have a fatter fatty.
I mean, it makes it one bigger, right?
It makes it. No, because you wouldn't have had to put the Kiora down, so it makes it 2 bigger.
That's just one.
Oh, is it just 1? All right. Well.
Leyline of Abundance. We're casting it. Okay.
All right. Here's the hard cast Leyline of Abundance, and let's do some attacking.
Here come big swings. Jake's going to be playing off the top for a little bit here, but he does have.
He can even cast. He can even attack with this Llanowar Elf, right? Because doesn't the Leyline give +1 inherently?
No, you can pay 4 to give your creatures +1.
Okay.
Kills it because it's a 2-drop. That's not a 2-drop. Were you considering sliding D-Sparks?
Ley.
Also good against you because of the offers.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out how to spell Leyline. Which is that a real word?
Miss Cure. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
It costs 8
Oh, there you go.
to put a
But it
plus
puts a
one plus.
counter.
Puts a counter on each of your guys.
Oh, we drew a good one.
Here's a heater coming in for 2 over the top.
Got a grasp. A noxious grasp.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is going to let you take down this Hydra and gain a life in the process.
Oh, does he have a Veil of Summer in his hand?
I believe he does.
That's going to be super awesome.
Get a 4/4.
Here's a 4/4 for 5. Yeah, get in with the Incubation Druid too. And like, so the Veil of Summer is good unless both cards in Jake's hand are heaters. Here it comes. Cycle this. Counter your spell. I draw a spell. The green one is so much better than the other colored ones.
The black one's insane.
But the green one counters all the other colored ones.
No, it doesn't.
It counters the black one and the blue one.
I mean, not really. The blue one's Cerulean Drake.
I'm at 12, yes.
The blue one's like a bounce a spell thing.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'm not
Play a Kior.
too worried about it.
So
So the green one is very situational. It's a good sideboard card. I think the black one is the closest to being actually main deckable.
All right, Jake's going to scoop them up here.